Today I want to address a situation that is more of a mindset, if you will. It's the mindset that says, as a betrayed spouse, if I don't pursue him or her, if I don't try and woo them back, the affair partner is going to woo them back. Another thing that I hear quite often is a betrayed spouse will say, if I put any demands upon my spouse, all I'm doing is kind of pushing them away or pushing them towards the affair partner. They're already headed in that direction anyway, so now I'm just kind of sealing the deal. And that is a faulty approach. It is not true. Because I will tell you, as a former unfaithful, there was something incredibly appealing. There was something incredibly attractive when Samantha established boundaries and said, listen, if you want to go be with her, you can go be with her. I'll be fine without you. I will be fine without the need for you to be here in love with someone else. You go and you be with her if that's what you want to do. I knew very early on that if I was going to be with Samantha, I better be all in. She wasn't going to have any back and forth, and there wasn't. But in many situations, there is. And again, as I said in another vlog, it's typically when the betrayed spouse decides that enough is enough that you will see movement. Because if you allow them to keep coming back and forth, everything's on their terms and there isn't a sense of wanting what you can't have because they already have you. There is something so powerful about you drawing a line and saying, hey, go be with them if that's where you want to be. If you're going to be here, you're going to be all in because I'm not playing any games. When Samantha said that to me, it was like, wow. There was something incredibly attractive because she was placing boundaries. She was showing self-respect. She was showing self-love. She was saying, no, I am not going to just be walked over here. I'm not going to have you treat me with this level of disrespect and this loathing or this blaming or what have you. There was a point where Samantha said, you know what? There's a new sheriff in town, and it's called self-respect, and it's called dignity, and it's called self-love. And there wasn't a sense of, rage about her when she hit this point. There was a comfortable sense of dignity that says, hey, you want to go be somewhere else? That's fine. But if you're going to be here, I'm going to expect these boundaries. Now, the comeback or the retort will be, well, Samuel, what if I place these boundaries and he goes and bees with the affair partner? Then you're wrong. I will tell you, unfortunately, they were already with the affair partner. And I will also tell you that if you standing up for yourself in a very appropriate way with dignity and self-respect and self-love, if that's what pushes your spouse away to the arms of another, you are not the one with the problem. And this situation may just be in the short term, and I would bet good money on the fact that eventually, a couple weeks, a couple months, who knows how long, they're going to come back to you with a much greater sense of desire because they want now what they can't have because it's alluring and it's appealing, and they may have even sobered up even more and said, this is where I want to be. This is who I want to be with. After all, you want your spouse to esteem you, to hold you in high regard. If they are just coming and going as they please, if it's back and forth, and that you are always there for them when they want you to be, I will tell you they are not holding you in the regard that you want them to. I'll tell you a quick story. One day Samantha confronted me. And it wasn't volume and rage and all that, but she just said, hey, I want to have a conversation with you later. And she said, you know what, in fact, I want to have a conversation with you right now. And any unfaithful spouse knows, ooh, buckle up. And she just says, look, she said to me in the kitchen, I need you to understand something. I don't need your pity, and I don't want your pity. And if you're going to be here, then I'm going to trust that you want to be here. But if I see signs that you don't want to be here, or if I feel like your heart's not in this, or if I feel like you're just kind of going where it's easy, this isn't going to work. I want to be loved. I want to be appreciated. I want to be cared for, and anything less than that, it's not going to work. I'm not ever going back to what we had before. Do you understand? And I just sat there kind of stunned and said, yes, I absolutely understand. And she said, okay, cool. And then she walked in the other room. And I remember I went into my office at the time and I sat down. And that moment to me was incredible because it was a moment that drew something out of me. And you know what my response was? My response was not anger and all that. My response was, wow, that's who I want. That's who I want to be with. That's my wife. She's kicking butt and taking names. And you know what? I want that. I didn't even know that was in her. She's never said that to me like that. So today, if you're a betrayed spouse, respect yourself, love yourself enough to establish boundaries and to take some of the power back. If you're an unfaithful spouse today, understand you can't fix yourself. You need someone who's an expert to help you go deep enough into your heart to find out what's there and to get the healing you need.